Hi, Aquarius.
Hi, Aquarius.
Welcome
How's it going?
to Providence Tarot.
So we just want to thank everybody for liking, following, subscribing, sharing our videos. I want to give a shout out to Miss High Concepts because she has been mentioning us in some of her videos.
Okay, Miss High Concept. Shout out to you, boo.
Yeah, Chicago
we see you
in the house.
Hey, Chi-Town.
Right.
I did live in Chicago for a little bit. I do love me some Chicago.
You like Chicago?
It's ruled by Leo. I'm a Leo. It makes sense.
It's a beautiful place. I love that city too. It's really gorgeous.
It is. It's very cleaner than New York in that way. Even though I'm a New Yorker and I'm tried and true. I love me some New York now.
Right.
But Chicago, you got your things. You got something on.
Yeah. They got like jazz. They've got a
lot of art.
Clubs.
Yeah, they've got a lot of art and a lot of creativity there. Definitely. Of course, the sports, the Navy Pier,
right,
all that stuff.
Navy
But this isn't about Chicago, and this isn't about Leah. This is about Aquarius. So, Aquarius, what's going on with you? I know that's so funny. Aquarius probably like, why are we talking about Leo right now? They're getting on my nerves.
Look,
It's exactly opposite of you.
I'm like, it's not.
You like want them, kind of, but you like hate them. I know, I see it. It's Aquarius.
So Aquarius, you got the Two of Wands as the bottom of the deck for you. So, the Two of Wands, what is that?
Two of Wands is giving you Mars in Aries.
Okay, Mars and Aries. All right. So you're driven. You're feeling a little bit passionate. Actually, not a little bit. You're feeling passionate. We're in Aries season right now. So,
And that's good. Passion for you is wonderful because you guys are so like all about the foresight and things and kind of the scope. So when you guys really get up and rearing and ready to go and making changes with things, it's really going to be beneficial for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you think about everyone.
You're really about that. So let's see what's going on in your rising placement, your ascendant. Whoa.
Wow, the sun. Show you the card. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like,
this is exciting.
All right away. We're like in a feel-good place with you guys. I mean, your readings recently, if you guys follow us along in the Instagrams and the YouTubes, has been very positive about how you want to share love more. And now you're getting into the springtime. So, having that eagle-eye scope, you have already been thinking about this season coming and what you want to do.
This is 19, right?
Yeah, it's 19.
Okay, perfect.
Right. Which
1
is
and 9.
1. It all comes
10,
down to 1.
Again,
it's
right,
a 1.
exactly.
Yeah, so it's the magician energy. It's about that, initiative with things and where you want to take it. And the awareness of it. That's the sun.
Right.
Which is like the awareness of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's see where you are in your actual sun position. What? Okay, the Ace of Cups.
New
Are
love.
you gonna meet someone this spring?
New love.
Because you got the Two of Wands here.
That's for you single peeps.
Yeah,
you're definitely going to
people,
meet someone
right.
if you're single.
If you're single. But if you're with someone, this could be just a
It's just a new, it's a new, or just like even if it's not someone, it doesn't have to be a person.
Right.
It's about the feeling itself. I mean, we think spring, so we think magically we think a person because you start thinking couples and romantic, but it doesn't have to be that at all. Not to mention he's a Libra, so he's like but it doesn't have to be that, but it's definitely going to be that feeling of love, and it could be just love for oneself even. I want you guys to see.
Yeah, it's
so the cup like pours over, and the water is flowing there. Or obviously with the sun shining here on an emotion, it could also have just been someone made you feel something new. Yeah. Maybe that you didn't feel before. It could be like a new feeling for that person, good or bad. But because it's like a new focus on your emotions in that way. Right. So, I mean, hopefully it was a positive thing.
For single and coupled people, you literally have something to look forward to with these cards here.
Yeah, I mean, with the sun being in your rising position, knowing is always going to be positive.
It's so wonderful,
The truth is always going to be positive.
Aquarius, you got your own card in your moon position. The King of Swords, right?
Which
fixed
is
air.
Yeah, it's Libra. It's Aquarius too, because it's fixed air, but it's represented traditionally by Libra, which is talking about relationships and weighing things out.
Right. In this deck, the Queen of Swords is Libra and the King of Swords is Aquarius.
Oh, interesting.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, because traditionally...
That's just how I see it. He probably sees it differently. But
absolutely,
I mean, it could be any air sign.
Aries is ruled by the Emperor, and exactly opposite Aries would be Libra, which traditionally is the King of Swords. So that's kind of like how that is played out. But yeah, I mean, either way, this is talking about a mature, fixed air energy, right? And you being kind of fixed in your emotions too, but also being able to weigh things out. There's a lot of differences between Libra and between Aquarius in that way. But there was a full moon in Libra, so it's definitely causing you to think about relationships more and put yourself out there more. And you've wanted to do that. This has been a natural progression for you.
Right. You're having a more of an understanding of what it means to actually go out, put the energy into going out and being seen. You know what I mean?
Because that's opposite this. These two cards are opposite each other. Right. This is giving you the fiery Aries, like, I want to just be me out there and see what's going on and connect and have people, like, have these experiences together. And then this is like, okay, I know what it's going to take for me to go out there. And, like, what's the point of me being me if I'm not sharing myself with other people, right? Both of these people are very similar in their energy as far as the initiatives are concerned. Right?
So let's take a look at your recent past. Okay, work. This is really amazing. You got the Ace of Pentacles in your recent past. Look at that. It's just like the sun up there in the sky like that.
So with that being there too, maybe the new love or the new love that's come in that's being represented for you is because there's been some type of new passion or new, maybe a promotion or a new house or a new relationship in general that you just started. So you want these new things emotionally.
These are very fruitful beginnings and fruitful first initiations and things like that. It's really great because the spring is a time of newness, right? It's sort of like a refreshment of sorts. In your present, okay, you've got the Six of Swords. So
Six of Swords.
In the past,
that's you, Aquarius.
That is actually you. You're moving on from
it's Mercury and Aquarius
that you've had.
Yeah. Or you're just analyzing it. You might not actually be moving on, but you could at least be, you're seeing it. You're seeing yourself and in your mind, and you're like analyzing the way that you think, and that's the way you're going to be able to evolve and move forward. This is how you learn, and you're into that right now. It's good.
Yeah, it's a sense of balance here with your thoughts and how you feel about certain things. And we were talking about, love and all of those things and meeting people and loving yourself, and it really is a time of celebration for you, Aquarius. Look at where you've got in your
future is Cancer, which is your emotions from within. So with this new love, you're going to study yourself. You're going to start to understand yourself a little bit more, and it's going to make you want to be exactly what you're trying to be, out there more. Fulfill those emotions more. Starting getting out there with the groups more, and having your brunches and having your little memories that you create so that you can go back to that study which you love, go back to that, that ego that flies and sees everything, and then he goes back way up somewhere that nobody can reach, and he thinks about all the information, and he eats his little food, and he hydrates himself in these ways. This is what you like to do. So, this is how you're going to go about doing that, right? It's the awareness of it. It's really positive.
You got that cardinal energy here with the initiative of the Two of Wands. See the rose and the lilies there? The roses and the lilies are also, the roses and the lily are also in the Magician's card. You know what I mean? So those little minor details, and you've got it here in the Pentacles card too as well, right? So you want to think about that, the purity of these new beginnings and what that means, and how you can see things to be new that you probably never saw in the same way again or before. All right, and your anxieties, you've got Seven of Cups. That's quite a placement. We always get people who have the Seven of Cups in their anxieties.
Seven of Cups is karma, right, and time, and Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is Scorpio. Sorry, I'm thinking Pentacles. Seven of Cups is we do.
I'll show you that.
We do always get people in this placement.
In that same spot.
It's like about making choices. It is true. That is true. Also, it's like you may be loving someone that everybody doesn't agree with, or like maybe it just isn't compatible with your upbringing, or you just feel like the person that you've chosen to love, you can't just bring them around the people that you grew up with, or they're just not compatible with that walk of life.
Like they're gonna judge them too much.
Or it might just put too much strain on your lover. You just feel like somehow you're gonna put too much strain on your lover, and that's causing certain anxieties.
You may have even in the past been too critical,
or vice versa,
or maybe you were very like judgmental of the people that you were actually dating, right? And that was the problem, and you don't want to see that happening again. But I feel like you learned, you know what I mean? This is you in the present, the Six of Swords. I feel like you learned from, you know, kind of just drawing people on a sheet of paper for what you think that they are. You know what I mean? It's kind of like your perception of how you open up to people is different, because you've learned from some experiences that you've had in the past.
It's also just like choose wisely. You know what I mean? And you're having anxieties over maybe choosing wisely about certain things, or you're just having accumulation of emotions. And you're wondering if these emotions are justifiable. You know, you are an analytical person, so nostalgically you may be thinking about choices that have been made and wondering if these feelings that you have are justified in the actions of whatever happened.
You make your own choices, you make your own decisions, and you can stand strong in that. I mean, you're fixed there. Yeah.
Okay, what you want
choices and decisions
is back to, it makes sense because your drive in your Mars right now is parallel with your moon. Right now you got the Two of Swords, right? So that's like a call for intimacy, wanting that intimacy, also knowing that you have to make choices. Yes, and it's in opposition with the bottom of the deck.
You got the moon in Libra, and you got Mars.
A lot of Libra, a lot of Aries kind of stuff going on here, right? So once again, it's talking about relationships. Yeah, you're thinking about that a lot, and maybe the choices, and maybe it could also be that you're going within too much. You guys are naturally mental like that, and you're naturally aloof like that, and you're naturally quiet, and you keep to yourself, and you think certain thoughts on your own, and maybe it's a call for you to remove the blindfold and to just see what's there, and work with what's actually there.
Maybe you took a step back for a while, and you're just starting to make the decision to go out there and converse with people and chat and get things started, you know. Go to that party that you were invited to, you know what I mean, that you probably wouldn't have gone to 6 months ago. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. You're giving the opposite. You're giving me very like Leo energy here with like all these
which is funny because we started this talking about like Leo, and then the Sun card came out, and so maybe you need to be more like that, or maybe you need to be around more fire signs in general, and just like fan that kind of, because that's going to excite you. It just gives you more. Fire signs attract things naturally, and if you're attracting things, you yourself will be able to analyze those things, which is what you love to do. You love the information and the connection, all that air stuff. So that takes place by being around, being stimulated.
And fire signs are going to appreciate you because you are an air sign. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? It's like they go together. Wow. Okay.
And the Hierophant in advice. So if any of you are thinking about proposing or something, go ahead and go for it. It's saying yes. If you're thinking about marriage with somebody that you're dating, and the sun being there, the awareness of this intimacy in this relationship. If you're like, I've dated a lot of different people, and this person is really good to me, and I think I might want to move forward in a solidified way.
Going with saying yes. Go with those instincts, because it's like, you know, the Hierophant is about, you know, listening to your inner ear. It's about the throat as well, and the moon is also associated with the Hierophant. So it's sort of like the intuitive nature that you feel within this situation and your circumstances. You actually see it for what it is. So listen to yourself.
Listen to yourself.
Your instincts and your guts are telling you the truth.
And the beauty of it, because Venus is here in these cards with Libra and with Taurus, that's the ruler. So it's talking about what it is in love that you want, what it is that you're attracted to, and what's going to cause that beauty for you. You need to listen to these things. Okay, so the ritualism of whatever it is that you've been doing that's been bringing you beauty is what it is. It is going to bring you back that. You know?
We were talking about hanging out with fire signs. You see, it's like the 2 and the 2, they make 4. So that's going to bring you some structure, some social structure. right?
Oh. And your card at the end. You better do it. I'm going to whip my ponytail for you twice. There you go. Bam, bam. For you and your lover. Okay. So the wish that you want is possible. Yeah, it's definitely possible. Especially if it comes to like love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, or if it comes to, if this isn't as heavy with the career stuff, because I feel like a lot of you already got that going good for yourself, and so it's really about you yourself being able to solidify your intentions or your will.
You're being you.
Maybe you got the job and you're wondering if you're going to be able to be yourself really or be free in it. You are.
Be you, yes.
As if you got the relationship and you're wondering if this person's going to accept you for you, they will.
Yeah, don't be so reluctant.
The star card.
Your anticipation.
This is your card. It's ruled by Aquarius, and this is the end here. And this is beautiful with the sun there. So I think it's like
there's so much balance here.
Yeah, you seeing yourself like in a relationship and the need for intimacy in the relationship, right? And just being honest with yourself about that. I think you really are. This is really you looking at yourself this month, and like, what do you want? Yeah, and like analyzing yourself in the situation and how stubborn you might be in certain things, and being more flexible in that because Mercury is there in Aquarius.
Funny that he said stubborn because I feel like a lot of times Aquarius is quite skeptical of a lot of things. Mm-hmm. So you're not being as skeptical as you normally are.
Right, as rebellious in that way.
Yeah, you're actually going out, you're seeing things, you're meeting people, you're going places, you're trying new foods. Mm-hmm. Those types of things.
That Aries energy, the childlike energy, is not the don't tell me what to do. The child, it doesn't go to don't tell me what to do right away. Usually it's just like about curiosity and discovery, Children who say don't tell me what to do right away are children who are used to not getting what they want ever. You know what I mean? And that causes a type of frustration.
Right.
But, Aquarius is a very mature energy. So you guys are actually used to getting what you want a lot because you think about it way before.
There's so much development that's going to be occurring with you.
Yeah. And especially when it comes to connecting with people.
Yeah.
I feel like there's just must have been like a lot of just like you like having your own experience, or feeling like experiences that you've had that were like, with people in a meaningful way, it seems like kind of far off. Well, that's kind of coming back to you.
Right.
Jupiter is still in retrograde right now too. And maybe it's that in a mental way for you. It's causing you to think back socially to a time where you felt like, you were more on the pulse of things. You were more connected to what was going on. Because that's what Aquarius loves, to be humanitarianly connected to what's going on with everybody, what's serving everybody.
Right. You're figuring things out. You're welcoming people into your world. You're stepping into other people's world. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, what's that song from The Little Mermaid, Part of Your World?
Part of your world.
That's totally
it's that, and you're able to do that because something else has happened that is fulfilling you, especially in your pleasurable sense of things. Either it's the new house or the new love, or you're just appreciating what you have a little bit more. Or somebody's doing something like, and maybe you gave them some advice on something, and now they're really doing it, and it's making you happy because you're like, yes. I wanted this for you, and that's exciting.
You might even meet someone at a wedding that you go to this coming spring.
That's definitely possible. Meeting someone is very possible if you're single right now. This is like definitely something. There's a lot of Libra here.
Go to the wedding, right? You got Libra here. You got Aries. The sun is at the top. You got the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. You might meet somebody at a wedding. Mm-hmm. Coming together with people, the stars.
And this person that you meet might be going against it's kind of might either go against what you would typically want or date, or against like the norm of where you're coming from, and it's saying go with that.
Oh my gosh, right? Like
it's really go with it.
This person be someone
you love to learn things all the time. You need to date somebody different too,
right?
And exciting for you.
Yeah, it's like when that person that you've been friends with forever, and then you all of a sudden one day. One person has feelings, or both of you does, like that could even be possible, right? It's like a surprise.
Absolutely, yeah. It's like really seeing each other
here, right? And the
right,
sun, so there's a surprise coming.
Yeah.
Right. You're not expecting this.
It's kind of amazing. I'm getting some really good energy from this. And we've been talking this up too. It's almost like we've been prepping you and baking you in the oven and getting you excited about some type of love. Right. So you can turn your focus to that, you know, because you are so analytical about things and you'll judge everything, even love to a certain degree, and be like, how stifling is it going to be for me though?
Right. So, all that said, right. We want to wish you the best, Aquarius, because you are doing it.
Yeah. You're doing it, and you're always thinking about others in a larger sense in the humanitarian love. And
even in a retrograde.
Not as good with the 101. And I think the 101, that kind of intimacy, is going to come back for you a little bit. Even right now with that retrograde, all the way through April 15th and then beyond. April's going to be a good time for you. Taurus is really going to be where it's at, though. In May, the Venus is going to come back in, and that's what you're really missing, that connection with others.
All right, well, Aquarius, we wish you the best.
Yes.
You've been great. Great energy, great reading. We'll see you guys
next time. We'll see you soon, guys. Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to burn my arm.